Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Kenneth Robbins Stadium tonight. Webb Weekly Live, powered by PA Sports Live. It's the game of the week. Paul Bowe alongside the coach, Rich Salonis. Coach, our debut here this season. It's great to be back in the booth, and we got two undefeated teams. The Tigers of Southern Columbia coming in at 2-0, and the LOYALSOCK Lancers also at 2-0.
Yeah, it's a big game of the area and a rematch from last year.
Yeah, it should be a good game. Hey, let's talk about last week. Southern Columbia, they defeated Shamokin 50-0. They continued the shutout streak. Coach, 2 games, 91-0.
Yeah, no one scored on the Tigers yet, and they rolled up 459 yards of total offense against the Indians. But they really scored on a bunch of big plays. If you dissect the film a little bit and get a chance to look at it, Shamokin actually did have some success offensively. They just couldn't get out of their own way. And, of course, obviously Southern had a lot to do with that, but they were able to complete some passes and move the ball against this vaunted Southern defense, who Jim Roth has said is probably his best within the last decade.
Wow, and that's saying a lot. 13 state championships, 6 in a row. How about the Lancers of LOYALSOCK? They defeated Hughesville last week 46-0. They rolled up 460 yards of offense, 830 yards, coach, of total offense in the first 2 games. That is a lot of offense.
Yeah, Andy Brown does a nice job with this offensive attack, and he strives to be balanced. And out of those 830 yards, you've got 401 on the ground and 428 through the air. So they're difficult to defend for a myriad of reasons, which we'll get into here next. But that myriad of reasons are their big 3. And athletically, Hughesville was just outmatched by superior athletic ability between Jameer Harden, Jalen Andrews, and Tyler G. And, of course, the returning All-State quarterback, 14 for 21, 165 yards, 3 touchdowns. Just him last week, Paul Bowe.
Yeah, and Jalen Andrews had a 90-yard punt return for a touchdown. Jameer Harden in his first game only had 1 reception, but they got him the ball 5 times rushing it, ran for 64 yards. He's a spark plug in this offense, and like you said, the skill positions at LOYALSOCK are second to none.
Absolutely.
All right, hey, let's talk about last season. LOYALSOCK at Southern Columbia. It was a 27-10 win for the Lancers. They rushed the ball, coach, 47 times, 252 yards, and 2 touchdowns, led by All-State running back Davion Hill. Our boy, 29 carries, 176 yards, but Davion's gone.
That he is, and Jalen is not. He had 4 receptions in that game for 61 yards with 1 touchdown. Tyler G., who was not gone, had 142 all-purpose yards in that game. However, that was the big shock around the area because it's very rare when Southern loses any type of football game.
Sure.
It was no fluke. Now, Southern did not help themselves with 3 fumbles, and they lost all 3 of them. But when you beat somebody 27-10, 99% of the time, it's a beating and it's not a fluke. And that's exactly what happened to Catawissa last year. And you can bet your bottom dollar at 10 minutes after that game, this date tonight was circled in the Southern Columbia locker room because they're just not used to losing.
All right, let's talk about our Webb Weekly Live players to watch, coach. First, the visiting Tigers from Southern Columbia, another Garcia. Garrett Garcia blew his knee out last year, came back. He averages 102 yards a game rushing and 4 touchdowns this season. Plays a great linebacker position. Kid's All-State. He's all-around phenomenal.
Absolutely. So he's obviously the top Tiger in the den that you have to keep an eye on tonight. Another one is and you're going to hear this, and it is not us misspeaking. It is Isaac Carter, who is a phenomenal defensive lineman and an even better place kicker for the Tigers, being recruited by some Division I teams for his kicking prowess. Senior, he's got great range if a field goal is needed. He rarely misses. And again, a little bit, this is going to go into a little bit of our keys to the game, so I'll just be very quick. Southern's offensive and defensive line.
The offensive line, coach, is very young on Southern. Big, but young. How will that affect them tonight?
Well, it's going to depend. We'll wait and see. And I would not be surprised if Coach Roth starts a couple of his veteran offensive linemen. As you know, they're well known for 2 platooning, kids only going one way. And in big games, if he's not feeling total confidence in the youngsters that he's had starting the first 2 games. We'll see seniors in there to start the game tonight. He won't hesitate to do it.
And on defense for the Tigers, they're led by Garrett Garcia, the inside linebacker, averaging 6 tackles a game. Southern secondary matches up with South's speed, Coach. That's going to be a big key to the game.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a real big key to the game. But let's not forget Dominic Fedorov, also a junior inside linebacker at 6'1", 220, who plays a physical brand of football. So you're going to have to run the football on Southern, somewhat off tackle to the outside, but they've got excellent team speed, and the way they align in their 4-4, they make that difficult.
And talking about Fedorov, 158 tackles last year, after coming back from 2021 in the championship game, blowing out his ACL, so it was great to see him back. All right, let's go to the hometown LOYALSOCK Lancers. Tyler G., I've said this all the time, he could beat you with his legs, he could beat you with his arm. 21 of 42 this season, 417 yards, and 5 touchdowns for the All-Stater.
Well, so far this year, he's played like an All-State player should play, and tonight he's going to have to keep everything on an even keel with Sock's offensive line as well, and just take things as they come, try not to do too much.
All right, let's talk a little bit about Jalen Andrews. You know he's the captain of my all-airport team. Jim and I always say it out doing basketball. 270 all-purpose yards. This kid has a typical wide receiver frame. He's big. He likes a young Megatron. That's what he looks like out there. The kid has put together 3 touchdowns, and he could beat you in the return game, if not beating you deep.
Right, and he's one of those athletes, and they had a special one here as well last year. But he's another one of those athletes that if you make one mistake on a 5-yard pass, it's going to turn into a 95-yard pass.
Coach, tell me a little bit about Will Burdett and what he could mean tonight in this game.
You know, I think he, along with Gage Patterson, can be 2 players that are a little bit in the background here coming into this game stats-wise, but can make a difference because you can't defend everybody.
Absolutely. Let's go on defense here. Oh, we're going to break here for the anthem. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back to finish up National Anthem.
We ask you to keep the entire Middleburg. And now for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, welcome back. Great rendition of the national anthem. Coach, we left off at LOYALSOCK's defense. Let's talk a little bit about Logan Bastian. He leads the Lancers in tackles with 19, 3 of them for loss. Seems like he's been playing forever.
He's the Major Ogilvy of LOYALSOCK football. It seemed like he played at Alabama forever, and Logan, well, it's just been that Logan's played forever. He's played when he was young, and now he's a veteran, and he's all over the field, really both ways for the Lancers, a very steady player.
All right, Coach. Gage Patterson also on that defense, another key to the defensive unit. The whole defensive line must be able to match that physical play that the Tigers always bring.
Yeah, we said they're young up front. We didn't say they're not good. They're just young, and they're big. So it's going to be something to keep an eye on early and often tonight.
Well, we got about 5 minutes before kickoff here, Coach. What are your keys to the game?
Well, let's start off with the visiting Southern Columbia Tigers. I think they've got to eliminate LOYALSOCK's playmakers and their big play opportunities tonight. And what I mean by that is if a 5-yard pass is thrown, a tackle has to be made there to keep it a 5 or 6 yard gain. They've got to rally to the ball. And then as with every game against Southern Columbia, I can tell you now, Coach Roth hasn't changed in his 40th year. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage, and they want to be extremely physical. If you see Southern Columbia sawing off 5 and 6 yards a shot when they run the ball, that's exactly what Coach Roth wants, and you're going to know Southern's going to have a successful evening.
And for the Lancers of LOYALSOCK?
Well, just the opposite. I think they've got to slow down Southern's rush game. You know, they've been able to run the ball in 2 games, and they've been able to hang their hat on that rush game for a long time. And then they're going to have to be able to confront Southern's front 8, particularly from Sock's offensive standpoint. Their offensive line is going to have to match the physicality. And finally, and I really believe that, Southern's been waiting a whole year for this, they're going to have to be able to take Southern's best punch early, not get rattled, and make this a 4-quarter ball game.
How important do you think it is for LOYALSOCK to score the first points of this game?
It's always a good thing, but I don't know if it's necessarily has to happen. I think more importantly, they have to rise up to the level of physical play on both sides of the line of scrimmage. If they can do that, in turn what will happen is they'll be able to give Tyler some time to throw. When Tyler gets some time to throw, that lets your athletes, Harden, Andrews, work in space, and they can't cover everybody.
Well, we got 2 2-0 teams on a Friday night. Thanks for spending with us here at Webb Weekly Live. Paul Bowe alongside the coach, Rich Salonis. We're going to take a break, pay some bills, and we'll be back with the opening kickoff.
Hey, it's Jay from the all-new Alexander Kia, 933 Broad Street, Montoursville, your pre-owned superstore. And finally, I've got new cars. I have Tellurides, Sorrentos, Sportages, Neros, Fortes, Kia Souls, and I have the all-new electric EV6. And check out our new state-of-the-art service facility. We're servicing all makes and models, and we're here to serve you. The all-new Alexander Kia, from the creek to the strip, taking the deals the other guys won't even.
We dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet. We are Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance.
Make this the summer for a new vehicle at the Kaiser Brothers. You won't find a bigger selection of Jeeps in the area, from the Wrangler to the Grand Cherokee, over 50 available. Or choose from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty trucks. Looking for a performance vehicle? The Kaiser Boys are the home of the hot ones. So stop in today and see the Kaiser Boys, Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville, where selection and service equals satisfaction.
At Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, you can always find a fantastic deal.
Find it at Fairfield.
No matter if you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, their team of professionals will help you find the perfect vehicle for your needs.
Find it at Fairfield. Fairfield.
Fairfield.
Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield.
Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, Route 15 in Lewisburg. Fairfield, for fantastic deals.
Find it at Fairfield.
All right, welcome back to Ken Rodman Stadiums. Both teams out for the opening coin toss. Will Burdett, Tyler G., Logan Bastian, and number 53, Ethan French, another player that's been here a long time, Coach.
Correct.
And LOYALSOCK has won the toss, and they are going to receive.
Well, Isaac Carter will be kicking off for the Southern Columbia Tigers. He's got 2 touchbacks on the year. And if it isn't a touchback or a planned onside kick, it'll be down somewhere inside the 5 if he gets a hold of it.
And Lancers will be going on your screen from right to left as we are set to get underway. Crowd still filing in here at Ken Rodman Stadium. Great crowd, great night, high in the 80s here tonight in LOYALSOCK for a battle of 2 unbeaten teams. And Coach, you could feel the atmosphere here. Thunderstruck blaring over the PA speaker. You're getting a little antsy to go back out there?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, I got a bad knee, but I'm ready if you need me for backup. 3 yards and a pile of dust. How about our officiating crew tonight, Coach?
Referee will be Joe Claiborne. Umpire, Scott Schleig.
Yep.
Linesman, Dennis Riperish. Line judge, Dan Claiborne. Side judge, Mike Sandry. And the field judge will be Bob Neidig.
And as you said, Isaac Carter will be kicking off. And for the Lancers, back deep is Jalen Andrews, along with Jameer Harden
and Danny
Dowell
will be back there. And the fourth one, L.J. Lee's going to come up to the second line with Dowell. But who do you kick to here? No.
Well, don't be surprised if it goes in the end zone. Whistles are blown, and Carter, and off we go here from LOYALSOCK. It's fielded by Andrews at the 3-yard line. Across the 10, 15, tries to get to the outside and does. Across the 20 up to about the 24-yard line, and that's where Tyler G. and the Lancers will take over for their first possession.
Not bad starting position.
Ball is right on the 22-yard line. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. That's Harden and Andrews. And now Dolan Harmon flanks out of the backfield. They're going to go empty, Coach.
Correct.
G's going to operate from the gun. Motion goes Burdett, now sets in the backfield. And there goes Burdett right up the middle, up to about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, nice job with the zone read. And they gave Southern fits with this last year, and they ran right at Ethan Mikowski, the 6'1", 220-pound sophomore for the Tigers, and he was betwixt and between. A great read by G. Nice gain on first down for Sock. And Southern hasn't been in too many of these situations with a 2nd and 4 or less.
Yeah, call it 2nd and 5, ball at the 29-yard line. Trips to the bottom of your screen. In motion now again. This time is Harden. And they're going to pull the ball, and G on the keeper. Around the end he goes, turns his way, and gets up close, about 1.5 yards short of a first down. Southern really closed quickly on that, Coach.
Yeah, they did. They've got excellent team speed. And again, when you get Coach Roth saying this might be his best unit in a decade, then you know he's got some athletes on that side of the ball.
Yep, going to be 3rd down and 1, 10:52 to go in the first quarter. Opening drive of the game for the Lancers.
Krebs and Hoy, by the way, in there to make the tackle, the corner and the outside backer. Now, Southern runs a multiple 4-4, but if you're watching it, oftentimes, as of right now, they'll have 6 to 8 men on the line of scrimmage, and they really pressure you.
I think you're going to get an illegal motion here. They're going to call offsides.
They are. At least that's what they're signaling.
Yeah, that's going to give the Lancers a first down.
Well, we've got the obligatory pointing both sides, but it is going to go against the Tigers. And uncharacteristically, off the bat here, they've made a mental error. They don't usually do this.
Yeah, ball now up at the 30 6-yard line is going to be first down and 10 for the Lancers.
You'll see they've already made an adjustment. They've got Garrett Garcia out as a defensive outside linebacker here from his inside linebacker spot.
G from the gun, quick hitter out to Harden. Harden makes the first man miss across the 40, and nice tackle by number 32 there for Southern.
Yeah, there it is, but it's a 5-yard gain, and for the second series in a row, Sock starts off on first down with the 5-yard gain or better.
That was Fedorov on the tackle, leading tackler on this team last year.
Well, it was a 3-yard pass, and it ended up being a 6 to 7-yard gain. We talked about it early, and it's something to keep an eye on. G got the ball out quickly. Pressure was not an issue.
Second down and 4 at the 43-yard line, 9:46 to go in the opening quarter. Trips now to the top of your screen. See if they're going to run Burdett in motion, and they do. Going to come set now behind G. G from the shotgun again, and flags fly again. And we're going to have a timeout.
Yeah, and he didn't like what he saw, but I'll tell you what a great way to start the night off if you're a Sock fan with the first down and a big gain. However, the biggest thing that'll derail you besides turnovers are mental errors and penalties. Sock can't afford them tonight.
Well, timeout in the field. Let's take our first break. We'll be back to Ken Robbins Stadium.
Hey, it's Jay from the all-new Alexander Kia, 933 Broad Street, Montoursville, your pre-owned superstore. And finally, I've got new cars. I have Tellurides, Sorrentos, Sportages, Neros, Fortes, Kia Souls, and I have the all-new electric EV6. And check out our new state-of-the-art service facility. We're servicing all makes and models, and we're here to serve you. The all-new Alexander Kia, from the creek to the strip, taking the deals the other guys won't even touch.
Here at Ken Robbins Stadium, LOYALSOCK uses a timeout. It's going to be 2nd and 4 at the 43. They got trips to the top of your screen.
You basically have an 8-man front of pressure here from the Tigers, and they've been doing this for years.
And there's G, hands it off to Burdett, and nothing doing there. No gain, might have lost a yard or two.
He did, as several Tigers were there, led by Isaac Curtis to start. When you see that particular front and that look, okay, Isaac Carter, excuse me. When you see that front in particular look, you basically are not going to be able to run against it.
Fedorov in there again also. I was thinking of the Bengal receiver,
so was
Isaac
I.
Curtis.
That's what happened.
That's
Number
right.
18, I'm sorry.
I had him in electric football. I used to always use him. Down at 6.
Trying to
Ball at the 41-yard line. 9 minutes to go. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Lone setback is Harmon, and G straight back to pass. Looks, throws over the middle. Pass is incomplete as he had Andrews on the crossing pattern. They're wide open at the 45-yard line.
Tyler rushed that a little bit too quickly. He had plenty of time
and
to
he
throw.
was open.
He was wide open. They ran off and cleared underneath. Boy, he'd like to have that one back, but not bad at all from Sock. I think they got their jitters out up front, showed that they can match the physicality. Now it'll be the defense's turn.
And G on to punt it away back deep for Southern is number 2, and that is Carter Madden.
That's a little bit different. They have had Krebs and Loudon Murphy back there previously.
Excuse me, that is 26. You're right, Coach. That is Murphy. My mistake. And the ball is going to come to a stop at the 19-yard line. Blake Wise will lead the Tigers out. That's where they'll take over for their first position. 8:37 to go in the first. No score at Ken Robbins Stadium.
At Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, you can always find a fantastic deal.
Find it at Fairfield.
No matter if you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, their team of professionals will help you find the perfect vehicle for your needs.
Find it at Fairfield. Fairfield.
Fairfield.
Fairfield. Find.
All right, welcome back here. We're going to have a flag again.
Now, Southern for years has accrued the ire of coaches who have said that they lean a little bit and start a little bit early. So something to keep an eye on tonight.
Well, this is against LOYALSOCK here.
It is, but I'm just saying as we start the game. Also, as you're watching the game, check the guard depth for the Tigers. Sometimes when their guards, who are very active and pulling, will set back a little bit deeper, and sometimes that gives away whether they're going to pull or not. But we had three penalties so far, Paul Bowe.
Wise going to operate under center as he does most of the game.
And that was an alignment penalty. We were at a bad angle here, so we couldn't see that.
Oh, fumble snap on the ground, picked up by Carter Madden, and They're going to be back to the original line of scrimmage now. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. That could have been disastrous for Southern. As you said, Coach, the first time they played last year, 3 turnovers. They lost all 3. First play, the ball's on the turf.
Well, very uncharacteristic. They've had a penalty here, given up a first down. Now they fumble the ball on their second snap. Not typical Southern Columbia football.
Garcia and Madden now in the backfield. Wise under center. Handoff to Madden. Upended right across the 25-yard line.
Yeah, minimal gain. A nice job by Andrews, I believe, who came up from his safety spot. Phil, it looks like from his hero position, he's doing some spying on the tight end, and he was there to fill immediately. Big 3rd down.
3rd down and 3. Ball at the 26.
And Wise, the 6'3", 160-pound senior, 8 of 17 on the year for 204 yards and 2 touchdowns.
If they like to throw the ball to the backside of the backfield here. Wouldn't be a bad time for a screen pass here. Wise, there's a pitch. Carter gets the corner, cuts back, and that is going to be a 1st down. Good patient running by Carter Madden.
Yeah, it's a play they haven't shown a whole lot of, which is a quick toss from that one-back set. They pull the guard and got out there in a hurry, and it's going to move the sticks for the Tigers. Sock's going to have to defend that with better play on the perimeter and push everything back to the inside.
1st down, 7 minutes even to go in the first quarter. Well, each team has got a 1st down.
And now you see the traditional wing T set with the tight end wing to the right, offset backs to the left.
Wise under center, 1st down and 10. Handoff, there goes Garcia up the middle for about 4.5 yards.
Yeah, he was missed in the backfield. Ethan French had a shot at him, and it would have been for about a yard and a half loss, but Garcia, veteran enough to sidestep that.
Garcia 6'1", 225 pounds, and he can fly for a big back. Going to be 2nd down and 6 now. Ball at the 37. Wise under center, 1 setback. In motion goes Madden, he takes it. Cuts back again, and a 1st down again as he lunges across the 45-yard line. Go ahead, Coach.
Well, it's just a variation of the old sweep, but one thing Coach Roth has done is he's modified that wing T into a little bit more of a one-back attack. But when you see that flat motion, there's a good chance you're going to get a speed sweep to that side, and they did. And again, Sock has got to play that a little bit tougher on the edges. But one thing to take a look at is how tight to the line of scrimmage Braylon is playing. He's only at about 6, 7, 8 yards.
Handoff, Garcia up the middle and stretches, and so far the running backs for Southern Columbia, even when they're tackled, they're going forward.
Well, they're hard. They're big backs. They're hard to bring down. Garcia's 2 1/4. Murphy's 180 pounds. Madden's 170, 175, and you know they're strong. They strength train year-round.
Yeah, 3-headed monster in the backfield for Southern Columbia. 2nd down and 8 to have 2-yard gain there at the 47. 5:20 to go in the first quarter. No score yet here from LOYALSOCK. Handoff Garcia. This time he is tackled. Andrews again led the charge. Bastion in there, Coach. I couldn't see who else there.
Blake Phillips made the play initially, Paul. Everybody else was there as well. But again, he stood his ground as that edge player for Sock at $190 and did not allow any further gain for the Tigers. Big down now. Now we'll see if they play Andrews back a little bit further, if Sock goes zone here and brings pressure or stays straight man.
3rd down and 8 for Southern. Wise under center. And he's going to drop back, straight back, looks deep out, throws, pass is caught by Hoy, and down the sideline he goes across the 20. And still on his feet, wrestling his way down to about the 10-yard line. Coach, that could have been a pick 6 the other way.
Yeah, it was a bang-bang play, and L.J. Lee just didn't make the play. Hoy did, and it turns into a big gain. But, hey, you can't fault him for going after that ball. It was pretty close. Another half step, and the ball might have been going the other way.
Yeah, Hoy used that 6'3" frame to just muscle the ball away from him and took off down the sidelines, and the first big play of the game goes to the Tigers. 4:26 to go in the first quarter. And it's going to be a first down and goal. Ball at the 9-yard line. Wise under center. Here's a handoff. Madden again. Picking his way for a couple.
Yeah, power sweep by the Tigers, which they'll only pull one guard, which was the backside guard on that play. They only are going to run a handful of plays, Paul, but what they run extremely well, and they've been running them for decades, literally decades.
Second down and goal. Ball at the 7-yard line. Handoff Madden again. Jump stops his way, and he is down to about the 2.
Maybe even closer, Paul, at the final destination.
It might be about the 1, yep.
And one of the things Southern does in their goal line and short yardage package, they'll go 2 tight ends, and they'll go what's called an even or full house backfield, which gives the defense no strength key. So it's actually smart to do that because you're able to run your power game to either side.
Their ball is at the 1-yard line, third down and goal. Wise under center, handoff Garcia, and he is in for the touchdown. And that's Garrett Garcia from 1 yard out, and Southern gets on the board first here. Nothing fancy about that, Coach, just a dive right up the middle.
Right.
And Carter on for the extra point. Out of the hold of Murphy. Snap is down, spot, kick, up, and kick is good. We got a timeout on the field here at Ken Robins Stadium. Southern Columbia on the board first. 7-0, LOYALSOCK getting the ball back.
At Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, you can always find a fantastic deal.
Find it at Fairfield.
No matter if you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, their team of professionals will help you find the perfect vehicle for your needs.
Find it at Fairfield.
Fairfield.
Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield.
Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, Route 15 in Lewisburg. Fairfield for fantastic deals.
Find it at Fairfield.
All right, welcome back here to LOYALSOCK. 3:13 to go in the first quarter. Both teams had one possession. Southern a big 3rd and 8 conversion there, Coach, that set it down first and goal. And who else? Garrett Garcia from a yard out puts Southern up 7-0. LOYALSOCK getting the ball back.
Well, you know, they had them in a couple 3rd down situations and couldn't get off the field.
High end over end kick, and this is Harden from the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And what a leg there by Isaac Carter. You said you don't see that too many times in high school football unless it bounces to the end zone.
Yeah, well, you'll see
that
him,
was on a fly.
Yep, you'll see him kicking somewhere on Saturdays, if not also playing somewhere on the defensive side of the ball, a rare combination. Now it's going to be imperative for Sock here to put together a couple first downs and not panic. Stick to what their game plan is. Their game plan's been fine. Again, they just big play for Southern on that 3rd and 8, set up the touchdown.
First down at the 20-yard line. First down and 10. For the Lancers. 3:07 to go in the first quarter.
Again, Southern with 8 men very close to the line of scrimmage.
Back to pass under pressure. Down he goes inside the 10-yard line. Led by big number 41, Coach.
Yeah, Ethan Makowski, 6'1", 220-pound sophomore. Well, listen, no one blocked him, so he should be there in a hurry. There are actually 2 unblocked defensive linemen for the Tigers. That simply cannot happen, especially tonight with the Tigers' physicality and speed. And now Sock is 2nd and forever.
Yeah, 2nd and 21. They're behind the sticks. 11-yard loss on the sack by Makowski.
There was a major miscommunication on the offensive line. No one touched either one of them. Now you can see something that Southern very rarely does. They make an adjustment and bounce one of their backers out.
Well, here comes the
double
blitz.
Cover.
G under pressure. And down he goes again. And he's coming up slow, Coach.
Well, yeah, was a very physical tackle.
But he's holding his knee.
Yeah, once again, that was Isaac Carter in there to throw him down.
And good to see Tyler up and trying to shake it off. But he took a hard hit.
He did. And again, running for his life almost immediately. the situation up front for Sock, they protected the first series. Now, for whatever reason, they're having protection issues, and they're going to have to get that straightened out. He's going to have to come out of the play for a game.
Yeah, Preston Gross is going to go in.
Or, excuse me, come out of the game for a play. Paul, my over and under. I'm not having a good night here, partner. You're going to have to replace me.
2:04 to go in the first quarter. Now 3rd down and 22. Ball back at the 9-yard line. Loyalsock going in the wrong direction.
You may just want to hand this ball off and punt it and see what you can do.
And off on the jet sweep. And nothing doing inside there for Burdett.
All right, so.
And Tyler's going to come back out to punt. So good, he's running off. Looks like no ill effects of the injury.
Yep, Garrett Garcia there again for the stop, and this is exactly what you wanted to avoid if you were the Lancers. Because once Southern smells blood, they go after it.
Murphy back deep. Kick there, gets a good bounce. And it's going to take a roll for the Lancers across to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, Murphy took a look at it and backed away from it, and it was on the opposite side of Carter Madden, so he had nothing to do with the play. But smart move by Murphy to not mess around with that. And Tigers are going to set up shop on 1st down, and I know Coach Roth doesn't like to do it a whole lot, but Sock's been playing their hero or their safety very tight to the line of scrimmage to aid in the run game. Don't be surprised if they take a shot if they see him again that close to the line of scrimmage.
1st down and 10 now, ball at the 38-yard line. Wise under center, handoff Garcia. Upended there by Burdett as he crosses into Lancer territory at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, nice gain, but Burdett and Phillips there to make the stop. And they're going low on Garcia. They're not making any bones about that. They're going after the lower portion of his body to take his pins out cleanly.
2nd down and 7, 52 seconds to go in the first quarter. In motion is Madden. And there's a pitch to Murphy. Murphy turns it up, 1st down and more, across the 40, down to about the 38-yard line. And that's
I'm sorry, Paul, they ran that pitch earlier in the game to the other side and got good yardage on it. So they've run it twice, and they've gotten 1st downs both times with nice gains.
The ball at the 39-yard line will probably be the last play. Well, no, they could get another play off of the first quarter as the clock is inside of 20 seconds. Play clock at 19. So they do not have to run a play if they don't want to. First down and 10, now ball at the 39-yard line. Lone setback is Garcia. And that is the end of the quarter. Another bad snap there, Coach. And 1 quarter in the books here from Ken Robbins Stadium. Southern Columbia is driving up 7-0. We'll be back to LOYALSOCK.
At Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, you can always find a fantastic deal.
Find it at Fairfield.
No matter if you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, their team of professionals will help you find the perfect vehicle for your needs.
Find it at Fairfield.
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 Find it at Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield.
Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, Route 15 in Lewisburg. Fairfield for fantastic deals.
Find it at Fairfield.
Make this the summer for a new vehicle at the Kaiser Brothers. You won't find a bigger selection of Jeeps in the area, from the Wrangler to the Grand Cherokee, over 50 available. Or choose from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty trucks. Looking for a performance vehicle? The Kaiser Boys are the home of the hot ones. So stop in today and see the Kaiser Boys, Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville, where selection and service equals satisfaction.
Hi, I'm Rennie Rodarmel. I run the Rennie Rodarmel Agency, located at 921 Westminster Drive, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I think my passion is meeting with the customers one-on-one reviewing all their needs and doing the best job we can to make sure they have the best available coverage at the best price. This agency stands out above a lot of them as far as customer service. Our philosophy is not to tell a customer what they need to do. We need to know what they want us to do for them and take care of them. In 36 years, I've won just about every award they have. I think the award I'm most proud of is being inducted into the All-State Financial Hall of Fame. It was one of my goals from day one, so looking 20 years out and being able to get there was fantastic. Change of any kind has a little anxiety with them. If you have any questions, concerns, anything happens, come to us right away. We're here to answer all your questions and make sure you understand what is going on and what happened.
All right, we are back here at Ken Rodman Stadium. 1 quarter in the books. Southern Columbia leads 7-0, and they are at the Lancer 39-yard line. Coach, the only thing I can say here, Southern, a couple bad snaps, but they did maintain possession of the ball. LOYALSOCK had them in 3 third downs. Southern perfect converting them, and that's huge.
Yeah, correct. You're absolutely right. They're making the plays so far that they have to make to be able to sustain drives.
Wise under center. Garcia, lone setback now in motion is Carter again. Hand off to the up back. That is Garcia, and he's corralled again.
Yeah, big sophomore Jeremiah Johnson stopping that inside trap play. And now the key here is to keep them in a second and very manageable from a defensive standpoint.
Absolutely. Just underway here in the second quarter. In case you're joining us late, Southern got on the board a 1-yard run by Garrett Garcia out of a big third down completion. When it was 3rd and 8, it was Wise to Hoy for a big gain. And now Wise under center again, 11:21 to go in the half. Clock moving. Here's a double reverse. Here comes Murphy across the other way and still on his feet, Coach. 2 missed tackles there and a flag down.
Yeah, Sock had a bevy of players to make the play there. That is Southern will run that every once in a while. It's called a counter crisscross. And that's some of the older wing T where you get a lot of misdirection. That's gone by the wayside for the most part as the wing T has evolved into a more power one back spread attack. But every once in a while they'll run it, and they run it well. But Sock had it sniffed out, had 3 or 4 chances for a small gain.
Yeah, they had a couple Sock defenders dive bombing in there, and they couldn't bring him down as Murphy got to the outside. And this is a big penalty, coaches. Southern is going to get pushed back to the 49-yard line.
Well, we've seen this play before, correct? Southern's a screen team.
Yes, they love to throw the screen pass. 2nd down and 9. Ball back at their own 49-yard line. Still 1 receiver. 2 setbacks. Wise under center. Rolling out. Here comes the pressure, and they're going for the screen to Madden. And 51 coach got a big paw on that there. Is that Johnson?
Yeah, it was a nice job by Jeremiah again, but also waiting right with him was Logan Bastian, and everybody saw that coming. Now, you got to get off the field. It's 3rd down and 19 or 20 yards. Give them 5 or 10 at best. Get off the field. Regroup. You're down by a score. Get your offense going here. You can't give up a 1st down or more here.
Absolutely not. And 3rd and 19, I wouldn't be surprised seeing Southern run the ball. We've seen it before.
You know, and coordinator Ryan Rooney hopefully is telling his defense, make the short tackle, keep everything in front of you.
They're going to flank out 2 receivers this time. Wise under center, straight drop. Looks, throws down the sidelines. Coverage, oh, nice catch as he went up with an acrobatic catch. That was Hoy again.
Hey,
LJ Lee had perfect coverage on him. Just used that 6'3" frame and pulled it away from him again, Coach. And another 1st down.
Yeah, those are backbreakers. I mean, Lee had decent coverage, but he's got to come up with that play. Hoy just took it away from him. But the lack of pressure by the Lancer defense giving Wise a ton of time to throw. One of the knocks on Blake coming in was that he wasn't very accurate. Well, he's been accurate enough tonight on 2 big 3rd down plays.
Yeah, he's put 2 balls exactly where only the receiver will catch them. Now 2 backs, now handoff to, that is Garcia, and he's upended there.
Yeah, nice
by a
job.
couple Lancers.
Yep, that's
a backbreaker there, Coach.
It is. I'm trying to think of the words to say. That's not once, but twice now, which has allowed Southern to sustain drives, and you just can't do that with this team. You can't give them and allow them to make those plays. So maybe get somebody in his face and not give him a free
and
release.
the sidelines are your friend there. Run them to the sidelines. In motion now is Hoy. And here's a pitch, and flags fly again.
Yeah, and you're gonna get movement by Southern. It should be at least their guard backed out to pull early, which we talked about. They do quite a bit. Their backs lean as well, and sometimes it gets called, and sometimes it doesn't.
10 minutes, 23 seconds to go in the half. Southern win, leading 7-0, but driving again. Now behind the sticks again for a second straight series.
Yeah, and Hoy's had a tremendous first half. The 6'3" senior has gone up and made the plays, and Sock hasn't. He's coming into tonight. He had 2 receptions for 73 yards, averaging about 37 yards a catch, and that certainly hasn't changed tonight.
No, that's about what he has. Under center is Wise, 2nd down and 15 now. And here comes that reverse again. And this time it is Madden, and LOYALSOCK has him hemmed in.
Yeah, well, guess what? Southern has them right where they want them. 3rd and about 18, 16. But in all seriousness, LOYALSOCK defended the counter crisscross well. If you can string that out and allow your speed and defense to rally to the ball, then you're going to have pretty good success against that play.
I mean, Coach, I'll be honest with you, for the whole first half, besides 2 plays, LOYALSOCK has played pretty well
absolutely.
On the defensive side of the ball. And even those defensive plays, they were right on them.
Well,
it's just that Hoy went up and made the catch.
Yeah, the first one was a missed tackle.
Yep.
Okay, went for the interception. But the second one, I think LJ went back. He could have played that a little bit more aggressive.
Harden is on Hoy now, right now.
We're going to have movement again on Southern. And, boy, this is their 5th penalty of the first half. Very uncharacteristic. They usually don't beat themselves.
It's going to be 3rd and 19 now.
And I'll guarantee you, Coach Roth out at the 40 with his hands on his hips.
And I'll tell you what, Coach, if they pick up 5 more yards, they'll probably give Carter a shot. He could definitely hit from 50 yards.
Absolutely. I look for them here to throw an out pattern or a comeback pattern to Hoy, or because he's not been stopped, to get that yardage and kick the field goal and go up 2 scores. But, of course, the way Sock has played the 3rd downs here, it'll be interesting to see if Coach Rooney sends some pressure or gets somebody up in his face to not give him a free release.
3rd down and 19, 9:15 to go in the half. And Wise, little play action. Throws down the middle of the field, and he's got a man, and nice defense by Harden as he swats it away.
Yeah, they ran a deep crossing pattern
that was
that time.
Christman, I believe.
Yeah, well, they crossed their 2 receivers. It was a well-designed play. And again, a nice ball by Wise, tipped away at the last minute, and Sock finally gets it stopped.
Well, Jameer used all 5'11" of his frame to knock that one away. And Carter's going to be on to kick it away. Big defensive stop. Carter from the 40 and trying to pooch it, and he does. And that's going to bounce inside the 10-yard line, takes a Southern bounce, and it's going to roll down to about the 2. And that's where the Lancers will take over. 8:50 to go in the half. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll be right back.
We dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet. We are Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance.
All right, welcome back here. LOYALSOCK at their own 2-yard line, Coach. 8:50 to go in the half. 4 receivers set now in motion. And a quick hitter up the middle, nothing doing there. Did he get out of the end zone?
I thought he did, by a little bit.
And this is where Southern is so dangerous. They could just rear back and send everybody.
Well, obviously, with that, without stating the obvious, you don't want a turnover here. But if you're going to get yardage, you're going to have to run right at them. Running laterally is probably not going to be something that you're going to find positive yardage with.
4 receivers set. Burdette and Harden to the top of your screen. Andrews and Patterson to the near side. Lone setback is Harmon. G from the shotgun again. Straight drop. Looks, throws, lofts one down the sidelines. Is picked off. Hoy went up and just muscled it away. And a turnover.
He's been the difference so far tonight as he's had a turnover and a couple of big plays. But Tyler's going to want that back. He's got to put more air under that and lead the ball down the field so that either Jalen gets it or nobody gets it.
Right.
So right now, Sock's going to be asked again to stand up and keep the potent Tiger offense out of the end zone.
And the defense coach has been on the field a long, long time.
They have.
And we saw it last week in the game that we broadcast. When those big bodies start leaning on you, yards start piling up in chunks. Wise now under center. And play action. Straight drop, looks, has a man wide open is Murphy, and he's in for the touchdown. 32 yards out. Blake Wise just put that one right down the middle.
Well, earlier in the game, I said Sock had been playing their safeties up tight for the run game, and that's exactly where they were again, and there was nobody in the middle of the field off the play fake. Wise put it right on the money, and we have a very big pass play.
Yeah, 32 yards out, Wise to Murphy, and it's now 13-0, point after pending. Out of a snap is high, and it's bobbled, and Murphy just throws it ahead, and they're going to call that the two-point conversion is good as Murphy just shoveled it ahead. And there was a Tiger standing in the end zone by himself. I didn't see who caught it. But the two-point conversion is good out of the busted play. And now it is 15-0. Let's settle things down here, Coach. 7:55 to go. 30-second break. We'll be back.
All the way for a touchdown!
Did you see that? Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
Make this the summer for a new vehicle at the Kaiser Brothers. You won't find a bigger selection of Jeeps in the area, from the Wrangler to the Grand Cherokee, over 50 available. Or choose from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty trucks. Looking for a performance vehicle? The Kaiser Boys are the home of the hot ones. So stop in today and see the Kaiser Boys, Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville. We're
all the way for a touchdown!
Busted two-point conversion is good. Everything going right here in the second quarter for Southern. And Gardner's going to kick it into the end zone. That almost went out of the end zone.
Correct. Got his foot into it. And now the worst thing that can happen if you're Loyal Sock is to start to doubt yourself and the game plan and what's going on, and just buckle it up here and continue to play football.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no reason to be alarmed. You moved the ball in your first possession. Second possession, you went backwards. You had a couple busted plays. Your third possession, you had the ball at your own 2-yard line. So go back to what you were doing that was working the first possession and build from there. There's no such thing as a 15-point play. 7:55 to go in the half. Lancers with the ball at their own 20-yard line. Four receivers set, 3 to the top of your screen. And G calls his own number up the middle, got about 4 yards, up to about the 24-yard line.
Garcia there amongst some other Tigers to quell the disturbance. Actually, pretty decent gain again for Sock on first down.
Jeremiah Johnson coming back into the game. Good to see him checking back in. Was a little upset the last play coming off the field. And we know how tensions can get high.
Yeah, you got to keep your emotions in check, especially in a big game.
3 receivers to the top of your screen.
Southern in a man-free look here.
And G out, pass complete. Andrews, little shake and bake at the 30, across the 30, and it should be a first down, but Southern with a good gang tackling mentality there, Coach.
Well, yeah, he tried to shake and bake. He made the secure tackle, Hoy did, but still enough of a gain for first down yardage for the Lancers. Those are the types of throws that G's going to have to utilize tonight. to quell that pressure that Southern's applying defensively.
Yeah, they're coming in droves, Coach. 4 wide now for LOYALSOCK. First down and 10 at the 31-yard line. 7:06 to go in the first half. Handoff, trying to get the ball to Harden, and does, and nowhere to go for Jameer.
No, he lost about a yard. There's 3 jerseys there. Again, running wide is difficult against this Southern defense because they've got the defensive alignment with their outside backers waiting there, and it's hard to block them and gain leverage.
Then they called out a loss of a yard. LOYALSOCK behind the sticks again. They're coming out now 4 wide again. You got Harden to the top, bottom of your screen, and Andrews to the top. They're going 5 wide now, Coach. Empty backfield for G. Straight drop, under pressure, throws off his back foot. Down the middle is Burdett. He's got it and corkscrewing his way down to the 45-yard line is Will Burdett. Coach, one of your keys to the game, and the middle of the field was wide open there, and Burdett caught it, and a first down and a big play for LOYALSOCK.
Right, and they can't cover everybody, and I'm surprised there wasn't an additional flag there. It looked like Will got a shot to the head. Almost a helmet to helmet. He's being looked at on the sidelines. I'm very surprised that there was no flag there.
Yeah, I took my eye away at the end of the play there. I did not see that.
Again, not insinuating it was anything dirty or cheap. It was just the angle of the play.
Yeah, Danny Dowell now checking into the game. 4 wide again for the Lancers. Handoff Harmon up the middle. Big hole. Barreling his way. Close to a first down. Probably a little bit short, Coach. And you see Southern tackling the ball there. They're trying to force a turnover. 6:15 to go in the first half. LOYALSOCK with their deepest penetration of the night.
And plenty of time to get themselves back in the ball game. I mean, no reason for panic. You got a 2nd and 1. The best drive of the evening, most consistent.
See if they take a shot here on 2nd and 1. Trying to free Andrews up. They got double coverage down there. G calls his own number up the middle for a first down, but 43 with a big hit.
Isaac Carter was right there immediately. He's very active for a defensive lineman. All 4 of those Southern down linemen are active. Mikowski, Carter, Koch, and Bloom. They've played a long time. You're looking at 3 seniors, Mikowski being the sophomore when he's in there. And the other thing also that Coach Roth will do is he'll rotate players in and out. Very few of these kids go both ways. They've been able to establish a platoon system and use it for years, which keeps kids fresh as the game goes on and season goes on.
Empty backfield again, 5:20 clock running in the first half. Back to passes G, throws again, downfield, and Harden's got it at the 10. Harden to the 5, Harden to the corner for a touchdown. 35 yards, Jameer Harden finds pay dirt. Tyler G underthrew that ball a little. Harden, like a good receiver would, come back to the ball. He did. He caught the ball at the 15 and put a beeline to the corner. And, Coach, that is a touchdown that LOYALSOCK needed in the worst way.
Absolutely, and there's that big play capability. Just got done talking about how not to panic and get yourself back in the game, and they're right back in the game.
Kick is up, kick is good, flags fly as Cooley's extra point is good. Let's check the flags. We got some pushing and shoving down there, and another flag fell, Coach.
There we see things start to get a little bit chippy now, and you want to keep your head and your composure.
You see, it might be on the kickoff there as LOYALSOCK's coming off the field. Officials still gathering, talking about it. It's going to be a personal foul.
Let's see if it's offsetting, but it's not. It's going to be on Sock.
I believe it's on Sock. After the point after.
Can't have it. You just get yourself back in the ball game. You got to get your emotions under control. I'll guarantee you Coach Van Fleet is not happy with that.
No, not at all. And 5 minutes and 8 seconds to go. That's an eternity here.
So Sock turns around and does to Southern what Southern did to Sock. Missed tackle right there, a back shoulder throw, underthrew it. Harden made the play. And just like that, the Lancers are back in the football game.
Coach, who do we got back deep there? I need a little help there if you could help me
We got
out.
the usuals. We got Loudon Murphy back there for the Tigers.
Is it Carter also?
And it should be Carter Madden, 2
Okay,
and 26. And now,
no, the personal foul is going to be on Southern.
yeah, and I'm spouting off here about keeping your emotions in check, but they pointed to Sock.
Yeah, he motioned to Sock.
So I've got to put my foot in my mouth on that one, but I can only go by what the official shows. And they clearly went personal foul against Sock. So, hey, great opportunity for Sock to get Southern backed up.
Yeah, absolutely. Cooley's going to kick it off in the 45, and that's going to go into the end zone and going to be a touchback. Southern's going to start at their 20.
I mean, I'm cool with apologizing for mistakes, but did I?
He pointed towards Sock.
Okay, I just want to make sure that my age isn't catching up because I made a mistake earlier with Isaac Curtis.
Well, he was a good receiver for the Bengals.
I know, he was number 18.
Yeah.
When they had the nice helmets with the Bengals across the top.
Yep. Hey, we got a check-in coach from the Duke. He checked in, said you sound good.
Well,
we'll see the Duke next week. He's our stat man. Here we go. Wise under center. Handoff Garcia. Shaking, baking into the secondaries. Garcia, and a flag comes down.
Going to get a hold, I think, again, is going to bring it back.
And that's Garcia's longest run of the night. They've kept him in check for the most part, but once again, the yellow's out on the carpet. I wish we had a camera inside the booth, Coach, to show these lights that we have here. They're from the turn of the century. These were invented by Thomas Edison. I don't know if you ever saw that.
I know. Wow. I've never seen Thomas Edison.
You didn't go to school with him?
No, smart Alec. I'm
sorry.
not that old. You're lucky I didn't say something else there.
Well, these are old, these lights, but they work good. What do you think, Curtis? He says they'll do the job.
Hey, listen, plenty of time now. First and 10. Sock can get a stop here.
There's a high pitch there to Madden. Madden turns it up, and he is tackled in the open field. Great tackle by LOYALSOCK.
Yeah, that's the third time Southern's run that play tonight, and that's been the least amount of yards they've gained on it. It's just a quick pitch or a jet play, and they'll pull either the guard or tackle depending upon the alignment of the defense. They still got 4 yards out of it.
Yeah, Blake Phillips on that tackle, Coach. He could have ran a long way. 2nd and 6, 4:22 to go. Southern with all 3 timeouts. Handoff again. That time is Garcia leaping his way and thrusting forward.
Yeah, he's going to be a little bit short. He'll have about a 3rd and 2. Good description there, Paul.
3rd down and 1 at the 29-yard line. We are under 4 minutes to go in the half. And if the Lancers have one play in them on the defense to stop them for a loss, there would be a huge stop.
Well, absolutely. Even if they don't get the ball back, to keep them out of the end zone, and they do make that big play.
Yep. And there's a loss on the play. I think that's 68 in there, Coach, for the Lancers.
Yeah, it might have been Isaiah West, the stud DN for... And that's the stud position for Sock that maybe made that tackle. I think that's who it was, Paul. And a very rare sighting, a Southern Columbia punt.
Watch a hard count here. 4th down and 1 to Carter. Carter taking his time and just gets it off in contact with the kicker. And Harden's going to let it bounce, and it's going to stop about the 32-yard line. A LOYALSOCK defender came in there.
Yes, Braden Vincenza's a veteran, and that just drives you nuts as a coach. Why even touch him? Don't even put the official.
Well, the official was looking right at him.
Yeah,
I think for Carter had the misadvantage of being 6'3" there. Because if he would have took a dive, it would have won an Emmy there.
Yeah, but still in all, don't even put the, why? Things that make you go gray as you're a coach.
That's why I got gray, Coach. I didn't even coach. 4 wide now for LOYALSOCK. Trips to the top of your screen. 3 minutes and 7 seconds.
Yeah, and a quick passing game here. Southern's had a little bit of a problem with this. See if G can get the ball back. They bring Burdette back for a potential run.
Handoff to Burdette. And he got about 3 yards.
Yeah, very well played by Kyle Chrisman from his safety spot. So both teams are doing a nice job schematically, defensively, using their safeties to what we used to call spy on certain positions. If the safety reads a run block by the tight end or tackle, they're filling automatically. He was there immediately.
They're going 4 wide here with 2:40 to go. 2nd down and 8. And G straight drop, 3-step, throws down the middle of the field, and he has Harden, but he overshoots him as the ball was thrown over the wrong shoulder as Harden turned in towards the post. Either it was a wrong shoulder or the wrong route.
Well,
one of the two.
Jameer had to use a baseball turn there, but something that I've noticed the last 2 series, Sock's offensive line has gotten much better with providing G some time. And listen, they don't always have to go deep. You can get a comeback pattern here, a deep out.
How about a crossing pattern here, Coach? The middle of the field was open on that first possession. I mean, Andrews was wide open. They haven't come back to that play. See if they do with 2:29 to go in the half. Once again, 4 wide, G, 3-step drop, flushed out, throws off his back foot, down the middle of Burdette, and a great defensive play by Chrisman as he swats it away, and G is being helped up off the turf as he was put on his back. Good pressure by Southern.
Yeah, he had to throw it off his back foot, and Loudon Murphy was there lurking for an interception. Now you've got to punt the ball away, and Southern still has their complement of timeouts left with 2:22. But here's the thing, Paul. You know, in assessing what's going on, as you said, you don't always have to throw it deep. There's lots of space out there when you spread the field.
Absolutely. G on to kick it away. G with a nice kick. Takes what you call, Coach, a Swiss bounce. That'll be neutral.
Correct.
And it will stop about the 40-yard line.
And the Tigers are going to set up shop with great field position, 3 timeouts, and plenty of time left here.
Yep,
nursing a 15-7 lead in a very entertaining and interesting ball game, to say the least.
Yep, Southern will receive the second half kickoff. So this is really important for the Lancers to have a defensive stand here. Don't forget the big leg of Isaac Carter. You get to that 30-yard line, you're in range for a 48-yarder.
Well, to me, so far for Southern, it's been the Wise and Hoy show. Those 2 young men have put Southern ahead. They've made numerous big plays. Yep. Hoy on both sides of the ball.
Yep, one receiver is Hoy. And a handoff, that is Murphy. Murphy trying to get around the end, picking his defenders and exploding down the sidelines he goes. One man to beat. And he's going to go to distance, Coach.
He is.
That's going to be 59 yards for a back-breaking touchdown.
And what you can't have, you just have had happen. And that one hurts, Paul. One play, and he really did an awesome job being patient, letting those blocks on the sweep set up.
Yeah, I mean, he picked his spot, and he exploded through there. Carter on for the point after. And a big touchdown right before the half. Puts Southern up by 14 with the point after pending. 59 yards, Loudon Murphy. Basically untouched, Coach.
Correct.
Carter's kick is right down the middle. Timeout on the field, 1:57 to go in the half, 22-7, Southern Columbia.
Well, he ran that well. You can tell he's a senior. He's very...
All the way for a touchdown!
Did you see that? Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
Hey, it's Jay from the all-new Alexander Kia, 933 Broad Street, Montoursville, your pre-owned superstore. And finally, I've got new cars. I have Tellurides, Sorrentos, Sportages, Neros, Fortes, Kia Soul, and I have the all-new electric EV6. And check out our new state-of-the-art service facility. We're servicing all makes and models, and we're here to serve you. The all-new Alexander Kia, from the crick to the strip, taking the deals the other guys won't even touch.
All right, we are back here at Ken Rodman Stadium's. Coach, that hurt.
Yeah, no other No other way to get around that. You're back in the ball game near the end of the half. The last thing you can do is give up a touchdown. And
Carter kicks that one again right through the end zone. Hit the back line this time. And we talk about that all the time, and not to just talk ad nauseum, but a good kicker for a team is such a weapon in high school football. Yeah. Field position and field goals in a tight game, and Isaac Carter, one of the best that we've seen play.
And really, when you've got that strong kicking game, it's in this particular sport, it's an asset at all levels.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why they're in such demand.
1:52 to go. And Isaac Carter, not a bad basketball player either. He plays on the basketball team. Jim and I have seen him many times. A rebounding machine. The kid's put together.
Braden Andrews now in at the safety spot for Southern. And you see they made an adjustment. They've walked their safety and outside backer, number 39, Krebs, out to not give free releases.
They did that the last series, too.
Yep.
I saw that, too. And like you said, they're going to call a timeout here.
Well, what that does is it allows time for pressure from the people that you are sending and gives Sox receivers a little bit more of a hard time getting off the line of scrimmage, and it's just smart. A lot of teams will do that on 3rd and long.
Right. So, with that being said, Coach, would it be beneficial right now to run a quick slant maybe across the field? Because you're not getting that clean release. If the safety's all the way over the field, could you have that quick hitter?
Well, it depends on what you're seeing where they're positioning their outside linebackers. When they walk Krebs out, that's one less player they have in the box to play the run.
Okay.
So an off-tackle run there with G keeping on a power or something might be just as beneficial, if not more, because they're going to collision the receiver right off the bat.
Right.
Whether he's running a slant or a fade.
Gotcha.
But if that receiver can get an inside release, as you're showing right here, if you can see it on the screen, to get inside of 39 Krebs and 6 Hoy, then there is space there.
Right.
Yep.
But there is one less person now in the box.
Correct.
With 4 down linemen, and now the 2 linebackers are up. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 at the 20-yard line, 1:52 to go. And there's the run play, as you called it, Coach. Up the middle goes G. Shoestring tackle up at the 28.
Yeah, but wonderful 7-yard gain. It's just a numbers game. You don't have enough people to defend.
LOYALSOCK got to go with a little urgency here. 1:37 to go. Clock moving. 4 receivers, Harmon the lone setback.
Now you can throw because they're normal.
G, straight back, blocked down, big paw by who else? 43, Isaac Carter.
Yeah, the seniors are playing like seniors for Southern tonight, Paul. You can tell they're playing with a purpose.
3rd down and 2, 1:25 to go. And LOYALSOCK got to be careful not to give the ball back to Southern. They're cooking with gas.
Well, I'm surprised Coach Roth. We'll see what he does here with his positioning. Now, they're going to play it normal, but they've got all their timeouts left. They've got plenty of time if they hold here.
G on the keeper. Down he goes. Lost about 6, Coach. 31 on the tackle. Is that Fedorov?
Yeah, I believe he was.
32?
Well, Paul, there were like 9 of them there immediately, so he was the first one there.
Colton
Fedorov
Bloom
was there.
and Fedorov, yep.
Their front 4 has been very dynamic at times tonight, and now Roth is going to take his first time out.
And you can see LOYALSOCK's getting frustrated. Heads are down coming off the field. You don't want to see that. You played a really good first half, with the exception of a couple plays. 3 plays, Coach.
This is people who are not here and not seeing the game see the score and maybe, typical Southern mashing people physically. They've had 3 big plays.
Yeah.
They're 2 touchdowns, one on a long post, one on a long miss at an interception attempt, and one on a long rush. That's their 3 scores. So while
they're going to get good field position again.
Yeah, while you are 3 touchdowns down, it's not as if you've been pushed all over the field.
Yeah. Tyler G back on the punt. Low snap. G did a good job picking it up, almost blocked. And it takes a LOYALSOCK bounce and into the hands of Murphy. Murphy once again running across the midfield stripe and into Lancer territory. And Southern with another short field at the 48-yard line, 1:02 to go. 2 timeouts left for Southern, Coach.
Yeah, plenty of time. And you know, to be right up front, Paul, the way Wise has been tonight throwing the football with his accuracy, particularly to Hoy, we look for a couple of controlled throws by them to get some yards and get out of bounds. And one of the things we need to mention right now is they are probably 25 yards away from a field goal attempt.
Absolutely. 1:02 to go. 2 receivers set this time. Wise under center. Lone setback is, I believe, Garcia. And now Murphy comes back to join him. Here comes Murphy. Same play he took for a touchdown. Patiently running again, jumping over defenders, and vaults ahead to about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, Sock's having trouble defending the sweep from that wing motion.
And I'll tell you what, Murphy is quick, Coach. Patient running back. Hits the hole, and he excels in a hurry.
Well, absolutely, exactly everything you'd expect out of a senior, 6'1", 180, coming in with about 170 yards on the ground tonight. 3 TDs.
53 seconds, clock moving. Wise back to pass, throws, pass is caught. Who else? Murphy out of the backfield, and he's going to take it for a touchdown, Coach.
Yep.
Murphy from 37 yards out. And Southern Columbia has broke this game wide open, and he was wide open out of the backfield.
Yeah, they ran a slant loop combination there, and Sock had Andrews there for the tackle, and he just didn't make it.
And if he don't make the tackle with 6 points, and that's exactly what happened. And Southern now 28-7, point after pending here with 36 seconds to go, and they get the ball, Coach.
Correct.
Carter on for another. And Carter's kick is up, and Carter's kick is perfect. 29-7, 36 seconds to go and a half in a game of big plays, Coach. We'll be back to Ken Robbins Stadium.
All the way for a touchdown!
Did you see that? Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
We dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet. We are Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance.
All right, welcome back to Ken Robbins Stadium. 36 seconds, and Southern Columbia has come on like a hurricane here and scored 14 points that quick, Coach.
Yep. Well,
Carter will kick it off, and once again into the end zone it goes.
You've got to make plays, Paul. When you have opportunities to make tackles, you have to make them.
See if LOYALSOCK just runs the ball once here and goes into the half and looks to regroup here, because this game's getting away from them, Coach, and in a hurry.
Yeah, and it's kind of a shame because it's all been big plays by Southern Columbia, and sometimes people don't give their playmakers enough credit because they rush the ball so much. But Blake Wise certainly has been on tonight, and his receivers have come to play.
Yeah, absolutely. And Loudon Murphy out of the backfield doing all the damage. And there's a handoff up the middle to Harmon. And that should be the last play of the half. 20 seconds to go.
We are in number 10, second and 8 Panthers.
And, Coach, that is going to be...
That will end the first half score.
And we are at the half here at Ken Robbins Stadium. Southern Columbia scoring a lot of points late, Coach. 14 points in the last, 3 minutes?
Correct.
Of the half. They'll take a 29-7 lead into the locker room. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with some first half highlights. Don't go anywhere.
At Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, you can always find a fantastic deal.
Find it at Fairfield.
No matter if you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, their team of professionals will help you find the perfect vehicle for your needs.
Find it at Fairfield. Fairfield.
Fairfield.
Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield.
Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, Route 15 in Lewisburg. Fairfield for fantastic deals.
Find it at Fairfield.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
FastMaz.com.
FastMaz.com. Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
Make this the summer for a new vehicle at the Kaiser Brothers. You won't find a bigger selection of Jeeps in the area, from the Wrangler to the Grand Cherokee, over 50 available. Or choose from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty trucks. Looking for a performance vehicle? The Kaiser Boys are the home of the hot ones. So stop in today and see the Kaiser Boys, Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville, where selection and service equals satisfaction.
Hey, it's Jay from the all-new Alexander Kia, 933 Broad Street, Montoursville, your pre-owned superstore. And finally, I've got new cars. I have Tellurides, Sorrentos, Sportages, Neros, Fortes, Kia Souls, and I have the all-new electric EV6. And check out our new state-of-the-art service facility. We're servicing all makes and models, and we're here to serve you. The all-new Alexander Kia, from the crick to the strip, taking the deals the other guys won't even touch.
Enjoy a Chevy summer drive in a new Chevrolet from Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie. Hi, it's Adam Alexander, and we have over 200 new Chevrolets on the lot at the lowest price guaranteed. Choose from Tahoe, Suburban, Trax, Colorado, heavy-duty Silverados, and 1500 Series Silverados. We are offering rebates up to $10,000 off Silverados in August. We now offer a certified pre-owned. These units are fully serviced and ready for you. So stop in today or check us out online for the lowest price guaranteed.
We dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet. We are Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance.
Performance. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the sights and sounds of the Southern Columbia Tiger Marching Band.
Wonder how long they'll stay with Colorado.
He's compound.
Maybe take it for
All right, welcome back. We are at the half here. Southern Columbia up 29-7. Let's go through the scoring summary. In the first quarter, 3:13. Garcia from a yard out. On a run, it was 7-0 Southern Columbia. Then Wise to Murphy from 32 yards out. Made it 15-0 at 7:55 in the second. 5:08 in the second quarter. LOYALSOCK got on the board. G to Hardin from 35 yards out. Extra point was good, 15-7. Then with 1:51 to go in quarter number 2, Murphy, his second touchdown from 59 yards out. A run made it 22-7. And then once again, Murphy from Wise, 37 yards out at 39 seconds of the second quarter, made it 29-7. And I am joined now again by the coach, Rich Salonis. Coach, what do you think about the first half?
Well, I think that Southern Stars played like stars in the first half, made big plays when they had to, and that's really what it's come down to. It's been big plays. It's not as if Southern has gotten the ball and kept it and has mauled Sock physically on both sides of the ball. It's been big plays. It's been Loudon Murphy. It's been Blake Wise, and big kids come up big in big games, and Southern's players, particularly their seniors, are playing good football.
And Jake Hoy came into the game with 2 receptions. He had 2 earlier for about the same, about 72 yards. And he's been a difference maker. And even on the defensive side of the ball, they have him shadowing Jalen Andrews all over the field, and he's been keeping Jalen in touch.
Right, and they're doing some good things scheme-wise by bringing an outside backer out on long yardage situations and making it a little bit tougher for Andrews and or Hardin to get off the line of scrimmage. But, first of all, Sox scored legitimately on a nice pass to Hardin. So Southern scored on for the first time all year. They've moved the ball. They just haven't been able to be consistent defensively. They had at least 3 times in that first half where they had Southern in third and very long yardage. Couldn't get off the field. And when you play with fire with a team of this caliber, with this tradition, and most importantly with very good football players, the longer and the more you give them opportunities, the less of a chance you're going to have to be successful.
Very well said. Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. And for LOYALSOCK here, this defense has been on the field so long, and it's very important here coming out the first possession of the third quarter to get off the field.
Correct.
Get a 3 and out, get off the field, give the offense the ball. We say it all the time. There's no such thing as a 22-point play or a 15-point play. You got to just play and play for each possession and each play and build from there. And that's how comebacks become reality.
Correct.
But it got to start with a stop.
Right.
And Southern's like a freight train going downhill. The more momentum they get, they're harder to stop. And Cooley's going to kick it off. We're set to get underway here of the third quarter. Thanks for spending your Friday night with us. Webb Weekly Live. We are powered by PA Sports Live. Paul Bowe alongside the coach, Rich Salonis, from Ken Robbins Stadium. Southern Columbia up 29-7, receiving the ball. And the third quarter is underway. Nice kick by Cooley, and it's fielded by Madden at the 5. Madden to 10, 15, 20, across the 20, and up to about the 24-yard line, where he is tackled by number 9.
Preston Gross, freshman, in on a nice tackle. So here we go, correct. If you're going to start with a comeback, or even to play the second half, to win the second half, it's got to be one play at a time.
Right.
Get the stop, go from there, little increments, become eventual big increments.
And Southern loaded at running back. We talked about that. Garrett Garcia has been held in check. Madden has had his runs, but it's Murphy who's done the damage with 3 touchdowns. And now Garcia is going to start the second half. And here comes Murphy again on the toss.
Yeah, well defended by Sock on the perimeter and off tackle. They tried to run one of their staple plays, which is a power sweep. They'll bring back short motion, pull a backside guard, and lead with the offset back. Sock did a nice job of snuffing that out. And so far, so good after one play.
2nd down and 8. Now ball at the 25-yard line. Wise under center. Lone setback is Garcia. And Wise back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Here's the screen pass. Garcia at the 20. 25 in the open field, 30. Cuts it back, 35, 40. 45 midfield. One man to beat. There goes Garrett Garcia down the sidelines, and he is tackled at about the 12-yard line. No, he's still on his feet as his knee didn't touch the ground. Burnett made the saving tackle. But
yeah,
Coach,
I think that's going to come back. There was a big-time hold. I don't see a flag.
Now there's a flag at the 40-yard line.
Okay, well, there was a big-time hold back at about the 35. So we'll see what we got here. Because we have a Southern player standing on the 30, and I kept looking for the flag because it was...
That's the quarterback, I believe, isn't it?
I don't know, but it was very soon after the catch where I thought there was a hold. And I thought the hold was on L.J. Lee, who was fighting to get reestablished some contain. But again, Southern, known for their screenplays, executed it fairly well for the most part, other than...
You know, Coach, in all the years of calling games, we've always said we don't see many screen passes at all anymore. Danville runs a lot of screen passes when we would cover them. But Southern tonight, I mean, they throw the ball, the screen pass to the backside of the big field a lot.
Correct. Well, Blake Weiss has shown tonight, in my opinion, that he's a very serviceable quarterback.
Absolutely.
He's throwing the deep ball, he's throwing timing patterns, and he's throwing the touch passes and the screens to the back. So
yeah, I mean, Coach, there's no doubt he's made all the throws.
There's a trap to Garcia, and he's got big-time yardage right up the gut.
Yeah. And you're going to see them lean a little bit more on Garrett here now the second half, I think, and start to chew up some of this clock as they are just getting yards in chunks.
Well, the thing now is Sock's going to have to step up and play because Southern isn't going to slow down.
No.
So you're still going to have to block. You're still going to have to tackle.
1st down and 10 now. Ball at the 35-yard line. This time they come out in a two-back set, and here's a pitch, and that is Madden.
Yeah, well done by Ethan French, and well done by Logan Bastian to hem that play back in and force it back into pursuit.
2nd down and 9 now. Ball at the 39.
Loss on the play. This is where if Southern doesn't screen here, they like to run their misdirection, their counter crisscross, which looks like a double reverse, but it's an inside handoff reverse.
Wise again. Handoff Garcia trying to get to the outside. Good defense by the Lancers.
Yeah, Johnson and
that's Bastian yep.
Again, both of them there. So now here you go, a chance to maybe get off the field. You know, I don't want to coach for Coach Roth, but for down the road and in the playoffs, maybe try to get a couple of yards here and get a field goal attempt in for Isaac.
It's going to be 3rd down and I believe 12, Coach. Yep, with 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Hoyd, bottom of your screen. Excuse me, that's Chrisman. They're looking his way. Throws passes incomplete as Kyle had it hit in and out of his hands.
Yeah, it was broken up by Harden at the last moment, but he had it. They ran him on a deep in cut.
And he got open in a hurry, but Jameer closed on him. Good defense. Perhaps a ball maybe Chrisman would like to have back.
Correct, and we'll see Carter in for his 2nd punt of the night. Andrews and Harden deep.
Last time he punted there, he pinned LOYALSOCK at their 2-yard line. Carter takes his time. And it's almost blocked.
It was deflected, Paul.
Get away from it, young man. And the ball hits at the 16-yard line.
Man, Sock's lucky they dodged the bullet there. Again, things that make you go gray. Well, Sock got their stop. And now they need to do the same thing offensively. Increments.
Yep. 8:32 to go. They're going to start off at the 17-yard line. Tyler G's going to lead them out. Harden and Andrews, top of your screen. Like I said, Jalen's been very quiet.
And now you see Krebs walked out of the box, shading Harden, the number 2 receiver, to the inside.
G from the shotgun. G handoff to Harmon. Harmon, ball on the turf. And it rolls right to the hands of a LOYALSOCK player. Not sure who picked that up, Coach. That was Preston Gross. But the ball fell out. There's a flag on the play. I think there's going to be a hold.
So do I. But we'll see. It was in a whole congested area. It's usually in the spot of a hold or a block in the back. Yep, and it is. Braden Andrews in at safety for the Tigers on this long yardage, and they've also got Murphy back in coverage.
Once again, LOYALSOCK behind the sticks. And G, quick hitter there. Pass is complete to Andrews. Andrews at the 10, 15. Sidesteps a man and vaults ahead to about the 19-yard line, getting close to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice gain for Sock, but once again, Southern plays that smartly, gives him the throw, gives him the catch, and then rallies to make the short tackle.
Southern just tackles in packs.
Correct.
There's very rarely you're seeing one person making the tackle. Gang tackle mentality. Now they're going to go 3 wide here. And they're going to really spread the field here. Harden in the slot. Handoff to Harmon. And nowhere to go.
Absolutely not. Southern starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. One of the things that we talked about, Sock having to establish.
3rd down and 9.
As Garrett Garcia made another tackle for the Tigers.
2 receivers to the short side of the field. Need to get offsides on this play, I believe.
You know, Southern was cranking up a blitz.
Boy, Southern has a lot of confidence, Coach, in their defensive backs. As you see, single coverage here on Gage Patterson. No help.
No
help at all.
They were in straight man there, and what they do is they make the offense jittery, and false start by Sock is going to make it even more of a challenge.
Can I ask you a question, Coach?
Sure.
When they're pulling out that linebacker over there and the safety, okay, and they're double teaming whoever's in the slot there.
Correct.
Motion a guy across the field. The guy's going to have to follow him, correct? Then you have a numbers game again.
Well, you can. They can follow or they can bump, and what that'll do, Paul, that motion will dictate the coverage.
Right. G, back to pass, under pressure, steps up, throws. Pass is tipped, but caught.
Yeah, the freshman Preston Gross came down with it, but G afforded very little to no time. Again, and you're looking at a situation, 3rd and extremely long. A lot of teams would choose to play very soft there. That's not what Southern usually does. They bring pressure again, and Sock's going to have to get rid of the football and give it right back to Southern again. So much different than last year when Sock was able to rush the football effectively. They've had a couple of moments tonight when they've been able to do that, but overall, they've been stymied by Southern's defensive line and their aggressiveness and their ability to get pressure.
And we're going to get a timeout in the field, and Southern with good field position again. At the Lancer 45, 5:43 to go. Rapid moving 3rd quarter here. And they'll be setting up shop again in Lancer territory. See if the Lancers defense could hold one more time.
And don't be surprised if they take a shot to Hoy here at some point on this drive.
Their handoff to Madden, and Bastion again hanging on for dear life. Another tackle for Logan.
Well, he played that extremely well. He beat the down block, met the ball carrier for a very short gain. Well played. He's played a nice ball game defensively.
Yes, he has. 5:24 to go, 29-7. Southern Columbia leading here at Ken Robbins Stadium. Crowd was a little light at the beginning, Coach, but now it's really filled in now. Big game here, big-time crowd. As we got here about 5:45. Wise under center, handoff this time Garcia up the middle, barreling his way, taking tacklers with him.
That's a straight blast play. Another base wing T play, and they'll either X-block it up front or block it base or pull the onside guard. If that guard pulls, it's called down. So they have 3 ways they can run that play from that backfield action. But another big third down for the Tigers in their second possession of the second half, nursing a 29-7 lead at Kenneth M. Robbins Memorial Stadium.
Third down, and they're going to call it 4, Coach. There's that full house backfield. They run that down by the goal line a lot, and a first down easily.
Yep, they were able to power. Murphy followed his lead block. And again, what you see here from Southern, they'll disguise it, but it's power football. Make no bones about it. With the exception of that counter crisscross play, the amount of misdirection in the wing T over the years has diminished. They just come right at you. You either stop it or you don't.
First down and 10.
Again, here's that, again, double tight end, double wing, spreads the defense out.
Probably going wide here, no?
It's an inside trap play to Garcia.
That resembles you know what, Coach?
No.
The counter give.
The counter give, there we go. I knew it. I was waiting for it.
Well, that was the counter give. You knew they were going to run it. 3 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the third quarter.
You know what's amazing to me? Every team runs it.
Yep. One time or another, freshman, JV, varsity, does not matter. Here comes Carter in motion, and flags fly. And
yeah, it looked like it was going to be a power sweep or a play action off of it.
Southern has been running that play. Like you said, they don't run many different plays.
No.
They're basically saying, stop us.
Right. Well, I can tell you, it's a lot easier said than done because it comes down to Jimmy and Joe's a lot of times. But, Sock's not done a horrible job. When they go back and look at this film, it's going to be third downs and big plays.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to be second down at 11. Wise under center again. Play action. Looking for the screen out of the backfield and threw it behind Madden.
Correct.
As he was flanked by Bash in there. Great coverage again. Logan was not fooled.
Well, we'll see where they marked that. I thought that ball went out of bounds and it was behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going to just call it incomplete. It might have been,
They
Coach.
are. It was.
Yeah, but they're going to keep it where it's at.
Yep. Well, here we go again. Another third down and 10-plus yards for the Tigers. And they've been, I'm going to guess, we don't have official stat man time, but I'm going to guess they've been pretty close to 50-50 on their third and longs tonight.
See what happens when the Duke has to work? Third down and 11. Lone setback is Garcia. And Wise, 3-step drop, throws off his... Oh, it's picked off.
Yeah.
I think LJ Lee got that one.
Yeah, he played that the same way he played the first one. The difference is he was in a much better spot to make the interception. And good for that young man because I know he was down on himself.
Yeah, he needed that one. That's a confidence builder there. In the first quarter, he almost had one, and Jake Moy just pulled it away from him. But this time he got his.
Yeah, and Hoy made that big play, which led to Southern's first touchdown.
Correct.
Which could have very easily been 6 the other way for the Lancers. A step shorter or a step quicker, a little bit better angle. But nonetheless, Lancers have the ball.
2:41 to go in the third quarter. And up to Harmon. Harmon buries his head and gains about 5 yards on first down. LOYALSOCK has not been terrible on first down, Coach.
No, they haven't.
It's the second and third downs that have gone the other way. They're getting good 5, second and 5. 2:21 to go in the third quarter. 29-7, Southern leads. They scored 14 points in the second quarter, the last 3 minutes and a half. That's a busted play from the start there as G and Harmon almost collided.
Yeah, Carter, Koch, Mikowski. I mean, very little blocking up front on that play. There was a lot of Maroons standing and looking around. I don't know if they had some communication issues, but nonetheless, as soon as he had the ball, there were 3 white jerseys waiting for him.
Sock going trips to the bottom of your screen, 1:46 to go in the third quarter. Make it 3rd and 8 for LOYALSOCK. G has Harmon right next to him on his right. Here comes the blitz. Garcia steps up, throws, and out of the hands of Burnett as G just threw a laser beam.
Yeah, they tried to hit Will on a timing pattern. But again, you had essentially 8 men coming from Southern. That's the second, third down, and long in a row where they've brought a bunch of pressure. They just bring more than you can block.
Yeah, and it's one-on-one coverage, but you don't even have time to throw the ball.
Yep, it's not rocket science.
Murphy back deep at the 45-yard line. 1:31 to go in the third quarter. G on the punt again for the Lancers.
Murphy deep.
Snap. Good kick by Tyler G. Sends Murphy back, and it's going to take a LOYALSOCK bounce, and it'll stop about the 26-yard line, and that's where Blake Wise will take over with 1:18 to go.
They needed that to try and flip the field a little bit, but once again, as you've stated eloquently a couple of times, defense on the field again.
Yeah, they're tired. I mean, it's hot, it's humid, and there's three big running backs coming at them every single play.
Garcia for about 3 yards. Closer to 4.
Comes Carter. Madden turns up.
A power sweep run there by the Tigers. Defended, again, extremely well by Johnson and company. So here's been the bewitching down tonight for LOYALSOCK defensively. They've got Southern 3rd and long again.
Third down and 7, 20 seconds to go here.
Yeah, I think Coach Roth is going to let clock run out on this third quarter.
Yes,
a scoreless one.
Even with the play clock. And they will not have to run another play. And they won't. Well, Coach, 3 quarters in the book here from LOYALSOCK, a scoreless third quarter. LOYALSOCK trying to keep the field flipped there. 29-7, Southern leads. We'll be back.
Enjoy a Chevy summer drive in a new Chevrolet from Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie. Hi, it's Adam Alexander, and we have over 200 new Chevrolets on the lot at the lowest price guaranteed. Choose from Tahoe, Suburban, Trax, Colorado, heavy-duty Silverados, and 1500 Series Silverados. We are offering rebates up to $10,000 off Silverados in August. We now offer a certified pre-owned. These units are fully serviced and ready for you. So stop in today or check us out online for the lowest price guaranteed.
At Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, you can always find a fantastic deal.
Find it at Fairfield.
No matter if you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, their team of professionals will help you find the perfect vehicle for your needs.
Find it at Fairfield. Fairfield.
Fairfield.
Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield.
Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, Route 15 in Lewisburg. Fairfield for fantastic deals.
Find it at Fairfield.
Make this the summer for a new vehicle at the Kaiser Brothers. You won't find a bigger selection of Jeeps in the area, from the Wrangler to the Grand Cherokee, over 50 available. Or choose from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty trucks. Looking for a performance vehicle? The Kaiser Boys are the home of the hot ones. So stop in today and see the Kaiser Boys, Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville, where selection and service equals satisfaction.
All right, we're back here. A couple scores around the area. Williamsport down against Dallas, 28-6.5. Jersey Shore up 21-14 over Selinsgrove in the fourth quarter. And right here, we got 29-7. It's a 3rd down and 8 for Southern Columbia. Wise is back to pass under pressure. Throws off his back foot again, intended for Murphy.
Yeah.
And the ball falls incomplete.
Well, Paul, the pressure made him throw early to Murphy. He had Carter Madden wide open on a flood pattern well past the sticks, but just didn't have the time to get him the ball. And Southern's going to have to punt again. I believe this is their 4th punt of the evening, at least their 3rd, which is...
Oh, 3rd in a row, I meant. That's what I was going to say.
Which is cataclysmic.
Yeah. Well, and Wise limped off to the field. Just so you know, keep an eye on that. Fourth quarter, 11:55 to go. Late substitution coming in for the Tigers.
It's Murphy.
Oh, wow. Not sure how that wasn't blocked.
Well, I think what happened there is Braden took a wide angle and then made a correct decision to not try and rough the punter, which I think he would have had to reroute himself, and it may have run into the punter if he would have tried it. So initially it looked good. I thought the same thing, but...
Yeah, you got a better angle than me. You got those eagle eyes. 11:49 to go in the game here. 1st down and 10 for the Lancers right in front of us here at the 39-yard line. Beautiful night here at Ken Robbins Stadium. Paul Ball alongside the coach, Rich Salonis. 3 wide now for the Lancers. And G from the shotgun again. Lone setback is Harmon. G, quick pass over, got it to Jalen. Jalen to the 39-40. Spin move across the 44, and that's where he's tackled again by 3 Tigers, Coach.
Correct, and they run to the ball and rally to the ball well, but you'll see they're in great position, and they want to try and force everything back into the inside where their pursuit is coming to meet them inside out. And that's a good coaching job by Andy Mills, who's been their defensive coordinator for years.
And the flags fly, and we're going to get a stoppage of play here on 2nd down and 5.
And one of the things I wanted to get in quick, if you don't mind here, Paul, is, you need to mention not only have they had obviously tremendous players over the years, but the continuity of Jim Roth's staff has been something that's been tremendous also over these decades, as he is in his 40th year. He's had some stalwarts who have been with him almost the entire time. And I want to say Andy Mills, his defensive coordinator, has been there every step of the way. But if not, it's been pretty close.
Absolutely. And, I mean, that's how you win. I mean, 13 state championships, 6 in a row.
Yep.
And, I mean, I know it's only game 3 here, Coach, but this team's pretty good here again.
They are.
G, back to pass. Looks, throws deep, trying to get harder, and he's come free. And Jameer dropped it right. He wants that one back, as that was a touchdown, Coach.
He had Braden Andrews beat, and it was right through his hands. The ball simply should have been caught. Well done by Tyler. They afforded him enough time to get the pass off.
Yeah, and he threw that ball a long way in the air. Third down and 10 now. This LOYALSOCK just can't get those little breaks. Everything that basically could go wrong did go wrong. 4 wide for the Lancers, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Little quick out there. That is Gage Patterson with his first reception, 2nd of the year.
Again, you got a situation where Southern's brought the house, forced the issue. Nice ball, timing pattern, but once again, the short tackle made for a minimal gain, and I think Coach Van Fleet's going to go for it here.
Yeah, 10:48 to go here in this one. Preston Gross coming into the game. Burdett hobbling off again. He's played a tough game, Burdett, both sides of the ball. Patterson now at the top of your screen, Harden in the slot, and they're going to have Andrews nearest to us. Lone setback is Harmon. G from the shotgun, and it looks like they're coming with the blitz, Coach.
Yep.
In motion is Andrews, and here they come. Picked up by Harmon, throws down the sidelines, and incomplete, intended for Andrews.
Yes, Tyler simply throwing that while he's backing up again because of the pressure. And when that happens, your chances of completing the pass are minimal because you just can't get your feet set. So, Southern will take over.
And I'd be surprised if Southern puts the ball in the air the rest of the game, Coach. I think we're going to see run, run, run.
We'll see.
And up Murphy patiently weaving his way and excelling up close to a first down.
Yeah, I believe Southern was unbalanced in that formation. They had their tight end, wing end, split end all on the right-hand side of the field. Ran that power successfully for a big gain on first down.
But I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with Murphy a lot. I mean, three weeks in only, Coach, a season, but I think he's the best running back we've seen by far. I just love the way he's patient and explodes through the hole.
Well, yeah, you know, and he's going to get his fair share as the season goes on because it's pick your poison, especially now after watching the game tonight with the way Blake Wise is throwing the ball. Who do you defend?
Wise handoff, that is Madden. Madden vaults his way for the first down.
And then when you're finished with Murphy and you're finished with Garcia, you bring Madden in, who's no small back at 175.
Next week we have LOYALSOCK going to Danville, Coach, and
yeah, no rest for the weary.
Southern Columbia will be at Lewisburg. Then they got Danville in 2 weeks, Coach. Another revenge game for Southern as Danville upended them last year. Oh, fumble. And Wise falls right on it.
Yeah, I thought Jeremiah was going to fall on that for the Lancers. It was right in front of him, but I don't believe he saw it. Second down and 10. An uncharacteristically sloppy game for Southern tonight, putting the ball on the ground with their exchanges. I believe that's the third one of those for the night. And they go through seasons sometimes of not doing that. So growing pains, again, as we talked earlier about Southern's inexperienced line. But again, it doesn't mean they're not good. They are good, and they're only going to get better if they stay healthy as the season goes on.
Wise under center. Little movement there, no call. Murphy trying to get to the outside and run down by Bastian.
Yeah, I like to pull that backside guard on that power sweep, and that time Jude Bremagen didn't get out. Great penetration by Sock. The defensive line forced the loss.
And Johnson also on the tackle. I think he got kicked in the ribs there.
Yeah, he's coming
as he
out.
Fell on his heels.
Ethan French hobbling out as well. And Josh Bomboy's going to trot out for this third down and 15.
7 minutes, 37 seconds to go.
It depends on how Coach Roth wants to play this. They like to hit their running backs in patterns here. And it's going to be a keep.
And we haven't seen him keep the ball at all and just slides down.
Yeah, it's going to come back. I believe we got a hold on Southern. I think Ethan's got a cramp as I'm watching what's going on the sideline, so hopefully that's all it is. They seem to be stretching him out a little bit.
Well, it's hot. It's hot in the booth. It's hot in the field, and really didn't cool off much tonight. 7:26 to go. Now 3rd and 24 for Southern. Johnson out with a shoulder injury.
Yeah, they're working on his scapula. in a acromioclavicular area, Paul Bowe.
So they don't hit him in the solar plexus. Wise back to pass. Down he goes. Big hit there.
Yeah, pressure finally arrives by the Lancers tonight. That was Blake Phillips. Again, they were looking for Murphy, I believe, down the sideline in the combination pattern with Hoy. The Lancers got real pressure, I believe, for the first time tonight on a passing down.
.6:34 to go, clock moving.
I believe his knee touched.
I think his knee did touch.
And that's going to be a big turn of events for the Lancers here. He's come close tonight a couple times with the snap that's come back to him, but...
Well, he's been getting some pressure on him, and that could have made a little bit of a difference there, Coach. First couple times he had 3 days to punt the ball, and last couple times the pressure's been on him, and this time LOYALSOCK gets great field position. 6:29 to go here in the fourth quarter, and they're down by 22 points. G's going to be from the gun here. Two receivers bunched to the top of your screen. Here's a handoff to Harmon. And
well played by Gavin Krebs, the outside linebacker. Didn't make the tackle, but number 39 did force the play back inside for that tremendous pursuit to come from the Southern defense, and that held that gain to maybe 1 yard at best.
Second down and 9, ball at the 34. And Tyler from the shotgun. Quick out again to Jalen. Catches at the 35. 30 down the sidelines he goes. 25, 20. And out of bounds he goes. Right around the 16-yard line. Good pitch and catch there. Nice run after the catch by Andrews.
Well,
and LOYALSOCK's in the red zone.
I'm just going to tell you now, if they can get a score here within the next minute, it's going to make things a little bit uneasy for the Tigers.
G once again from the gun. Handoff Harmon. Trying to get to the outside. Bounces his way. Now weaves back inside and vaults forward to about the 15.
And we'll see if Sock now starts to pick the tempo up a little bit here. Again, time not on their side, but if they can get one in here fairly quick, who knows what can happen with their big play capability.
G from the gun. Calls his own number. Up the middle he goes, and I think the ball's out, Coach.
Can't have that. And Southern's got it. Just can't have it.
And a turnover with 5:21 to go, Coach, and that's just going to about do it from here.
Yep, had your chances. Correctable things. I'm sure Coach Van Fleet and the staff will take a look at this and do a lot of teaching as the Lancers get ready to face Danville, who I believe will be remaining undefeated, correct? They were thumping somebody tonight.
Southern Central Columbia. Nice run by Madden. Yeah, Danville scored a lot of points in the first couple games, and LOYALSOCK and Danville is always a treat, Coach. We've called a bunch of them over the years, and some down there in Ironman territory, and some here at LOYALSOCK, and
playoffs, regular season.
Yep. We've called a bunch of them, and they've been really good games.
And Southern Sock and Danville have formed a nice triangular little rivalry there between the three of those schools.
And that's a big game come playoff time because the winner of that game usually will host the game. And last year we had the game LOYALSOCK lost, so they had to go down to Danville to play. There's a handoff to Garcia. Down the sidelines he goes. Just bulldozing his way. A lot of arm tackles, Coach.
Sock's tired, and rightfully so, to get on the field. With the exception of a couple of sustained drives by the offense, they're tired. They've been on the field all night. And you said it earlier, it's in the latter parts of the third quarter and fourth quarter when you've been on the field and you have a big, strong offensive line that is wearing on you the whole night. And that's when the leaks in the dam, the cracks start to show.
And they're trying to tackle a 225-pound running back coming full speed at you, running downhill north and south. It's going to be a first down now for Southern Columbia. Handoff Madden. Up the middle he goes. Once again, bouncing off and bouncing to the outside is Carter Madden.
He's running through arm tackles. He needs to.
Andrews and Harden both on the tackle, but that's 20 yards downfield. Hey, Coach, we talked about this offensive line of Southern, a young offensive line. A lot of the skill positions are seniors.
Correct.
But the offensive line is young. I don't believe they have one senior on the offensive line,
Yep.
Robert Long. That's it. So that line is going to be intact for 3 more years for most of them. 2 years. And Garcia tunnels his way to about the 21. And we're at 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
And as you look, I'm just looking at their roster. 6'3", 290 freshman, 5'10", 180 freshman, 6 foot 225 freshman, 6'2", 230 sophomore, 5'11", 260 freshman.
I don't want to take these guys to Knoebels at all, Coach. They'll be eating all the funnel cakes down there.
Absolutely.
Nice run again. Off tackle. Goes Madden. And Southern's going to go to 3-0.
Yep, and when they restart the clock, it'll be under 3 minutes when they snap the ball.
And looking at Southern's schedule here, they got Danville, Montour, so they go at Mount Carmel, at Wyoming area.
Yep, they play their fair share of opponents. And one thing about Jim Roth and Justin Van Fleet, they won't duck anybody.
No.
They want competition. They want the good teams. They welcome it. We can't say that about every school that we've seen.
No, absolutely not.
And sometimes you're going to have games like this where it costs you a loss or two, but it prepares you for the playoffs.
Sure, absolutely. .2:14 to go. Garcia up the middle, and he is carrying tacklers with him into the end zone for a 22-yard touchdown run by number 23, Garrett Garcia. And 35-7 now with 2:02 to go. Carter on for the extra point. Is up and is good. 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the ball game. Let's take our final break, and we'll be back to Ken Robbins Stadium.
At Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, you can always find a fantastic deal.
Find it at Fairfield.
No matter if you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, their team of professionals will help you find the perfect vehicle for your needs.
Find it at Fairfield.
Fairfield.
Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield.
Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, Route 15 in Lewisburg. Fairfield for fantastic deals.
Find it at Fairfield.
Enjoy a Chevy summer drive in a new Chevrolet from Blaze Alexander.
All right, we're back here to Ken Robbins Stadium, 36-7 here. 2 minutes and 1 second to go, and Carter just put that right in the middle of the O, Coach.
Correct.
So we'll see LOYALSOCK, see if they go in a little 2-minute offense here just to get some positive things to build the next week. And they got a big game at Danville.
They do? Oh, believe me, Coach Roth isn't happy with numerous things tonight. And the thing with Southern's kids is I'll guarantee you they're not happy with it either. They're gonna, every week they try to be perfect. Kids have a lot of pride, play hard.
First down at the 20-yard line with a 1:58 to go in the ball game. And G's going to run it around the right end, spinning his way across the 25.
Tyler a little slow to get up. Hopefully he's okay.
Seeing some substitutions in the game now for Southern. Tyler, I think, is coming out now, Coach.
He's going to be replaced by Caden Kiefer, freshman.
Caden's going to operate from the gun. 1:21 to go. Clock moving. And flags fly.
Looking down, way down the schedule for the Lancers. They'll finish up with Troy and the backyard rivalry with Montoursville to end the season.
And that will be at Montoursville, correct?
That is correct. They'll have Troy here, and then they'll cross the bridge.
Down the sidelines goes Kiefer.
Yeah, nice speed from the youngster.
And that's going to be, should be a first down. Kiefer on the keeper. Say that about 10 times fast, Coach.
I think you might be getting ready to. I saw the gleam in your eye for the years to come.
3 wide here to the top of your screen. They're going to split 4 wide now. Goes the Lancers. Kiefer from the shotgun. Handoff. Nothing doing there, and tackled by a host of Tigers.
Yeah, that's Jaden Carter, a 6'3", 290-pound freshman for the Tigers.
And we're under a minute here, Coach. After the game, we will take a quick break. We will recap the scoring summary, and we will get set here to wrap things up here from Ken Robbins Stadium. As Southern Columbia doing it in dominant style. And Kiefer, big hit by number 7 there.
Anthony Martino, a 6'3", 170-pound sophomore.
And that's going to be your end of the ball game. Final score, Southern Columbia 36, LOYALSOCK 7. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back, scoring summaries and some final words here from Ken Robbins Stadium.
Enjoy a Chevy summer drive in a new Chevrolet from Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie. Hi, it's Adam Alexander, and we have over 200 new Chevrolets on the lot at the lowest price guaranteed. Choose from Tahoe, Suburban, Trax, Colorado, heavy-duty Silverados, and 1500 Series Silverados. We are offering rebates up to $10,000 off Silverados in August. We now offer a certified pre-owned. These units are fully serviced and ready for you. So stop in today or check us out online for the lowest price guaranteed.
At Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, you can always find a fantastic deal.
Find it at Fairfield.
No matter if you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, their team of professionals will help you find the perfect vehicle for your needs.
Find it at Fairfield.
Fairfield.
Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield.
Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, Route 15 in Lewisburg. Fairfield, for fantastic deals.
Find it at Fairfield.
All right, we're back here at Ken Robbins Stadium. Coach, it started off like a heavyweight fight, both teams exchanging haymakers, but once Southern got going, they were like a freight train rolling downhill. As we said, they were hard to stop. Let's go through the scoring summary in the first quarter with 3 minutes and 13 seconds in. Garrett Garcia, 1 yard run. Point after was good. It was 7-0. Then with 7:55 to go in the second quarter, Blake Wise to Loudon Murphy, 32 yards, made it 15-0 as the point after was botched, but they scored a 2-point conversion anyway. Then with 5:08 in the second quarter, Tyler G. to Jameer Harden from 35 yards, made it 15-7. LOYALSOCK had their opportunities, but 1:57 in the second quarter. Loudon Murphy, again, a 59-yard run. That was a work of art, Coach, as he was weaving his way patiently down the sidelines and just exploded, made it 22-7. Southern never looking back then with just 39 seconds to go in the half. And this was the backbreaker. Murphy again from Wise from 37 yards. Extra point was good. 29-7. We broke at the half in the third quarter. It was no scoring. It was like a volley back and forth with field position. And in the fourth quarter, with 2:02 to go, Garrett Garcia again from 22 yards out, a run, made it 36-7, and that is your final score.
Yeah, Southern dominated the game. Especially, I thought the big difference in the game tonight were third downs and big plays. Where Sock, especially and particularly in the first half, had Southern pinned back, third and long at least 2 times. Tigers were able to take advantage of situations and make plays, and good teams do that.
I'm going to go back to the first quarter, Coach, on that 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 9, when L.J. Smith just missed that pick 6, and Hoy pulled it away from him and trotted down the sidelines, probably a 40-yard gain, and that just turned the game right there as LOYALSOCK had some momentum. And it's a game of inches. We say that all the time.
Correct, and he ended up making an interception on that play later on in the game in the second half, I believe, on the other side of the field.
Right.
A similar play. He was able to come up with the interception. Sometimes in athletics those things happen, but for me, I thought the backbreaker was right near the end of the first half with 2 quick strikes within a 3-minute.
Oh, absolutely.
Swing there.
Well, it's time for our players of the game, Coach. I'll let you pick one, and then I will pick one, so you can go first.
Well, we're on the same page with this, but I'll pick one of the 2 that we both agreed on, and I'm going to go with the senior quarterback, Blake Wise, who I thought performed extremely admirably tonight. Did throw 1 pick, but, man, he put the ball on the money on timing patterns. He laid the ball out on deep patterns, and I thought he performed well and did what you would expect out of a seasoned Southern quarterback who's a senior. And he has quarterbacked this team to a couple state championships, so this wasn't his first rodeo, and he certainly didn't play like it.
No, and Coach, for a quarterback who's threw just 17 passes in 2 games, he played a tremendous game. My player of the game is going to be at the running back position, number 26, Loudon Murphy, 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, I believe, and 1 on the air.
Correct.
3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns tonight.
And he was just a difference maker. That 59-yard run he had, the patient running and explosiveness, and even on the other side of the ball, playing defense. Just Southern, so many players did so many things right and so many big plays that went the other way for LOYALSOCK. I mean, they had a pass to Jameer Harden that just went through his fingertips there. 9 times out of 10, he catches that. It's a touchdown, and it might be a different ball game. And the first quarter, the almost pick 6. And, this is a game, you could say, a game of ifs. what if? But Southern showing why they won the last 6 championships in a row. Like you said, this game was circled on the calendar. They left no doubt in anyone's mind that they are going to be very, very hard to beat again this season, as they are every year.
Well, if they stay healthy, I'll predict right now they're going to make it at least to the state championship game.
You never know what out west has.
But it's just the way it is. And listen, if you're Loyalsock, it's one game. You're disappointed. You didn't play your best game, but that's why there's something that's called next Friday. So everything's still in front of the Lancers. It's going to be up to them how they choose to respond to tonight. And again, I'm not a soothsayer, so I can't say what's going to happen, but I would hope that they would see the good in tonight and see the things that they can improve upon and do so for next week, because they don't have very much time.
No, and like I said, your keys to the game, Coach, you hit the nail right on the head. Southern dominating up front. We said that young offensive line, but like I said, they were very formidable for a young offensive line, and this line will be intact for 2 more years for the most part here. But let's give our thanks. Let's wrap it up. I want to thank everybody at Webb Weekly, PA Sports Live. Thank Derek Rizzo, Jim Webb, our crew here. Curtis, our new producer, filling in. We miss Cam, but our new guy here, Curtis, did a great job as always. Big Mike on camera. Always the man behind the hourglass there. For my partner, Rich Salonis, I'm Paul Bowe. We will be back in the booth we will not be back in the booth next week. Jamie Spencer, Dre Lewis will be in the booth for the next 2 weeks. We will be back in 3 weeks, Coach.
Correct.
As we are on the road for the next 2 weeks. Not sure where we're going to be when we come back, what game we will be doing, but it will be in 3 weeks from tonight, if my dates serve me correct. And then the second half of the year, we should be here 4 of the last 5 games. So it's like a home and home series, huh?
Correct.
It's good to be back in the booth here, and it's great to see everybody here down in central Pennsylvania. And we're always welcome here, and, it's nice to be back here. And I felt everything went really smooth tonight. And anything else to add before we sign off?
Nope.
All right, it's the final score. Southern Columbia wins 39-7. For my partner, Rich Salonis, I'm Paul Bowe. Good night, everybody. Drive home safely.
Make this the summer for a new vehicle at the Kaiser Brothers. You won't find a bigger selection of Jeeps in the area, from the Wrangler to the Grand Cherokee, over 50 available. Or choose from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty trucks. Looking for a performance vehicle? The Kaiser Boys are the home of the hot ones. So stop in today and see the Kaiser Boys, Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville, where selection and service equals satisfaction.